Elden Ring has turned out to be fantastic, and I am loving every minute of it. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that I'm taking the time away from playing the game to make this video. If you're watching this when it comes out, though, I'm currently playing live on Twitch right now, so come by and say hi if you have more questions after the video or just want to chill or whatever. You don't need a reason. Come by. I love you, come by. I mostly stayed clear of any bosses, trailers, gameplay footage, and other people's experience prior to playing Elden Ring. I didn't intensively study a lot of the details and decided to go in pretty unfamiliar with it all. In fact, I accidentally skipped the tutorial of the game and didn't go back to finish it until 4 hours later whenever people in my chat were telling me to. And I played the game for nearly 20 hours before I finally got the summoning bell, something you're supposed to get in like the first 20 minutes. Meaning I beat all the way up to before Goldrick, including 9 other bosses, before I could even summon anything. I have a tendency to miss things, and am not a pro, is my point here. But there's 2 things that I think make the Margit fight really easy, and I saw a ton of my friends and mutuals on Twitter voicing their struggle with the fight, whether in their number of tries or their hours spent. I also watched Critical's video of him playing, and someone said that XQC took like 2 hours to beat it. Point is, a lot of people hyped Margit up a lot, and he was fun. It was an intense fight for me, and I loved the design and general battle of it. But there's 2 things that I think ultimately helped me in my fight to kill him on my first proper try. First, I'm pretty sure that you aren't supposed to storm Stormvale Castle until you're pretty much familiar with the first area, to say the least, because beating Goldrick unlocks the next major chunk of the game. In that regard, there are countless other things to do before you should go to the fight with Margit. Did I do all of them? Almost certainly not. This game literally just came out. Who knows what I missed? Was I overleveled? No, not in the slightest. I haven't taken even 5 minutes to actively grind for souls, and I was only really engaging with fights that I thought were within my general level of skill. And I don't even engage with enemies unless I think, oh, that would be fun. Still, if you're like level 1 and still haven't got your horse type beat and going into Margit, yeah, you probably just need to play the game some more. The big thing I want to mention, though, for advice, and something that I thought was super cool, and I just couldn't stop getting hyped about it once I realized, is something that you probably wouldn't recognize if you haven't played the goated game Sekiro, and it shows. Most of the button mapping in Elden Ring is just taken from Sekiro, from the crouch to the jump and which buttons you press to do so. The speed of the combat seems a bit faster than Dark Souls 3, although I haven't tested that scientifically, and so as someone who speedruns Sekiro on my Twitch regularly, I can recognize telegraphs and patterns pretty fast. So here's the thing, Margit is like if Sekiro made the first boss Owl. One of the most memorable combos in the original Owl fight is his 2 kunai throw, followed by a jump and downward slash. And Margit has the same combo. He throws 2 knives, and then slams his hammer, and it's actually like the same thing that I would do for the timings of the Owl fight, except he's slower than Owl, so it's actually easier. You don't even have to roll or dodge or dash or anything to get out of the way of his knives. Plus, iframes seem really forgiving in this game, but maybe that's just me. For me, as soon as I realized that some of the telegraphs and attacks reminded me of the Owl fight, it instantly clicked for me. And so, to do extra posture damage, or guard damage as Elden Ring calls it, you can easily pull off heavy jumping attacks from behind after this attack where he goes overhead, and maybe even get a few more hits in. I just thought this was a cool thing that I realized, and if this doesn't help you, and I'm sure that plenty still haven't beaten Sekiro, despite it being one of the greatest, tightest, and most beautifully skill-reliant games ever made, then I guess I don't have much else to say other than good luck and get good. This was fun. This honestly, this fight reminded me of Owl from Sekiro more than any other like FromSoft fight I can think of. And it's mainly because he has the exact same bait. He throws the 2 knives, which are the same as the 2 kunai from Owl, and then he does the overhead thing that you can